Hello there, beautiful people. You want to know how to add wholesale customers using the Shopify B2B, the native B2B without using any applications? That's exactly what I'm about to show you in this video. So the first thing you're going to do is we obviously access Shopify dashboard. If you are in the Shopify dashboard, click on customers menu here on the left, as you can see. Click on it to be expanded, and you will see a new option called company. Just click on it, and yes, companies are basically the wholesale customer. They don't use the customer stacks that we used to do. Now you use companies, which is basically the wholesale customers. So you should see this page right here and simply click on add company. After you click on it, you will see a lot of options here for basically the company, and no worries, I will go through each one and show you how to add the company, add the address for it. You can set multiple address separate from the shipping and the billing addresses, and you can add multiple addresses to the same company, and you can add multiple customers to the same company, so multiple customers can actually proceed to the order from that company, and also edit the permissions and assign staff and so on. So the first thing you should see in here, which is company name. Make sure to name it as the company's name so you'll be able to actually recognize it in the orders section. So I'm going to name it first company, which is basically a company. So the company ID is something unique. So I'm going to do company dash first dash 123. So this is the ID specified for this company, and make sure each ID has to be unique to the company. And here is the main contact, which is the main contact of the owner of the company. So I'm going to select this one. This is the main contact, and you can actually edit this later. I will show you how to do that. And below is the next option is location. As I said, you can disable this option if the billing address is the same as the shipping address. So I'm going to add the address for the shipping address first. So let's just do the first name first, company address. Let's just do something like here. Yeah, this is an address, valid address. After you click on save, you should see this option right here, which is using the address checker to verify the address that actually exists and you got it correct. In case you're sure, you can click on your edit option above and click on use your edit. And below, you can enable this option, which is the billing address, same as the shipping address. So this one will be the shipping address as well as the billing address. If it has different, you can disable this and add a new address. And yes, you can set multiple addresses to the same, shipping address or billing address to the same company. Now I'll show you how to do that later. And location ID. This one has to be, again, unique per location. So I'm gonna set like first dash company dash address. So this one is unique to this company. I forgot T here. Okay, good. Now the markets. The markets, you can actually set different markets, depends on the markets you have, but you have to click on save first. Save the company you created, then you can change the market later. But for my case, I'm gonna keep it as United States. And below is the catalog. Catalog is not just a product collections, but actually the product that this company or this wholesale customer will have access to. So in catalog, you can create specific products, selected products, and set a specified price only for this company or this wholesale customer to have access to. And also discounts and rules and many options. I will do that in my next video. But for now, I will not select a catalog. So now, below is the payment terms. Payment terms, if I click on it, you will see due on fulfillment, 7 days, 15, 30, and so on. This is based on your agreement with the wholesale customers. In my case, if I selected net 7, you will see an option here says require deposit on order created at checkout. Because the customer will not pay until 7 days, then I might require a deposit. If I enable this option, it will show a percentage. And this percentage is basically based on the whole amount in the cart. If the cart has $500, and if I did 10%, for example, which is not realistic, but just an example, then the customer, in order to proceed an order, they has to deposit 10% of that $500, which is $50. So you can require a deposit for this specific customers that we did create, which is first company. And below is the checkout. So the checkout, if you want to enable, allow customers to ship to any one-time address. If you want the customer to ship to any one-time address different or not, in my case, I'm going to keep it disabled. And below is the order submission. You want to automatically submit orders, which is basically they just deposit the 10% that I did set here. Then the orders will be proceed so I can fulfill it. Or you want to actually submit all orders as draft for review. And I will show you later in one of my next videos on how to do that. So in my case, I want all the orders to set as draft so I can review them, then confirm maybe send the invoice for the rest of the 90%, or even fulfill the orders without getting the full amount based on your preference again. And below is the tax ID. So if you want to pick collect tax or collect tax less exemption apply, or don't collect tax at all. So this is again based on your business. In my case, I'm going to keep it like this. I'm going to click on save. Now we have created a company, which will take you to this page right here. As I said, I will show you how to add multiple addresses to the same company. And to do so, you can see locations. As you can see, you can add location, and you can add a new location to the exact same company, which is first company, which is a wholesale customer. So new location for wholesale customer, and you can add a new shipping address or even a billing address as well. But in my case, I won't do that. So I'm gonna get back in here. If you wanna add customers to the same company, so even customers with different emails that can sign in and get the same catalog or the same discounts or the same rules that you did set for this wholesale customer, click on the three dots beside the name of the company and you will see some options in here. Then simply click on add customer and it will show you a search bar with the list of all customers, and simply select the customer that you want to assign to this account, which is customer, wholesale, or a company as they call it inside Shopify. In my case, I won't do that. The next thing is you can actually manage the permissions for the company. If I click on it, you will see two options in here. Location admin and ordering only. Ordering only is basically this person right here will be able to only order. But if I select this one, they will be able also to edit the location as well and assign permissions, edit stuff, and it's like a manager. So if you select location admin, there will be a manager. This person right here will be a manager for the customer wholesale account or company as they call it inside Shopify. But if you did only ordering, that means this person has only the permission to order through the rules and discounts and sets that were added to this company. In my case, I'm going to keep it only ordering. And lastly, to assign staff, which is basically your staff. As you can see, it says none. You can click on the three dots again and you can click edit assign staff and you can select the staff. I only have me, which is the only staff in here. You can see all the staff in this list and pick the one that you want to add to this wholesale customer or a company, again, as they call it. And that's how you add wholesale customers to your Shopify using the Shopify new native B2B without using any applications. If you have any questions or you need help with your Shopify, make sure to reach out. We have a complete team that will help you with anything regarding the design or any functionality you want to add to your team. But for now, I think my job is done. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.